kati good morning mwebale kwantina tera ku mkutu kwa muli encheno eyolunaku olwaleero ndino mbuku na Tamale Mirundi gwe tuli naye encheno naku olwaleero mutabani wa Yohana bwetu wetukende on the Friday
kumusinga mfulume bweru
okufuluma kutya wali badolemedde mu nyumba
baga majini naye
mbo amajini gakutambuza
ati badira omuserikali wangu omu ne bamugamba nti atuuse okuwummula nayenze nga nabawulira dda mbu baleete omulala ambattula essasi nabana abaliwo bamutte obujulizi bubule nange ono namulemezaawo nze mwesasulira
bo baali bagaiti atuuse okuwummula nga bagala
bamusalayo ne bamuma contract
kakati nga bakuwadde bagala okuwummula akuwala essasi nabana balala bamutte obujulizi bukomaawo
sokowulira kiri mu ggwanga yongerako eddoboozi
atuwuliriza
kiri mu ggwanga
kampulire omukukunavu kiki kiri mu ggwanga
sokowulira kiri mu ggwanga.
You imagine the principal calling you and he's telling you that you see I know and I understand every deal that you're cutting behind the curtains. You think I don't know? I'm not really able to find exactly what you're doing. So I was like, you see, Your Excellency, I actually don't understand what you're talking about. So he goes ahead and mentions every person we have been meeting with the full details. And of course, there is totally no doubt it is Tamale Mirundi behind this whole saga. The exposure has been made by Tamale, and I'm certainly very sure that he's the same person doing it. So he really continued and gave the exact explanation of what we call it the political fellowship, and he described it the way with core information, the core secret that we really had. Forget about what Tamale has been talking about. It was deep, it was detailed, it was actually into the marrow, deep in the marrow. It was fully explained. And it was a worrying situation. I'm telling you, it was a very worrying situation. So at the end of it all, I had nothing to say. There was totally no way to defend myself. But to accept, I really had to accept. So you mean you totally accepted? I had to accept what else, actually, what else would I do? But to accept, because he was telling me the actual truth. The places where we meet, the times when we meet, and the core agenda why we meet. And he really told me, like, this time I'm only going to move with the relevant people. So simply make yourself relevant by going back, tell your team, tell your fellowship that everything is doomed. Otherwise, short of that, you're going to be very irrelevant. And you know what exactly that means? If you're not relevant at all before the principal, it means you're either in jail or you seek asylum elsewhere. No, actually, that is so shocking. It is really far-reaching. How can we go through all this information? What is the role of Tamale Mirundi? Normally he talks about these things and I've been telling you that we are very insecure. But you simply say he's always guessing. The man is guessing. But some people are telling you just fetishes and they cannot be believed. It is myth. Really, what are you calling myth? There is totally nothing like myth here. Everything was factual, actually. It is because you really listen to this man. But the chairman was here to explain each and everything. He's coming, he's going to tell you. He was listening to each and everything. And that Tamale Mirundi talks about when he's on radio, when he's on TV, and he was telling us that it is a risky venture that we are going into. Some things we simply didn't tell you, but he was telling us the man is saying exactly what we say. The statements we make is exactly what he says. It is as if he's always present amongst us. So that is what he was telling me, Chairman was telling me. There he is. So, Chairman, please excuse me.
Hey, Chairman, I'm telling you.
I'm telling my brother here that Tamale Mirundi has already been talking about the issues we talk deep inside, in between the four walls. The man has been talking about them. Am I talking the truth or it is just jiving?
No, actually, yes, I'm sorry I've come a bit late. But I told you earlier that we are taking on a risk venture, because whatever we are doing, much as it is behind the curtains, the man talks about exactly what we do. And we are like, this man is just a magician who uses fetishes just to find you get it, like any witch doctor. All those the traditionalists, the oracles in the Greek myth. And I was telling you, we are risking something. It was efficient. Things were not moving on where I told you that. Exactly, he told me. And this is what I'm telling my brother here. He's not believing. I'm telling you the truth. That whatever we have been saying, this man Tamale has been fully informed. And there is totally no doubt he's the same person who went and delivered this information to His Excellency. Because we never had such things. Why is it that several other things we do, they're not mentioned by Tamale, but specifically whatever we do when we are together is what it follows. It means amongst us is, how do you call it, a transcorder, something like that, a transmitter, a transcorder, something like that. So we are really risking a lot. And these days recently, this man is trying to attack our political career, because that is exactly what he says, that we destroy his political career. So he is much willing to make sure that we simply don't have a political career. We have a total annihilation of all our political dreams. That is his mission, and that is what we're looking at.
Well, that could be very right. And I'm actually understanding. So this means a lot. And by the look of things and the way I look at you, the scare, you look so frightened. It seems like you are dumping everything immediately.
Let me tell you, the instruction and the directive, the order has been, if you really want to be very relevant, go talk to your friends, your fellowship mates, and tell them that this will not work. If you want to remain relevant, disband it immediately, and I will know when you disband it, and I will know when you resist. So what else do you expect me to do?
So you mean that is from His Excellency?
Exactly, it is from him.
So then what are we left to do? Please. Because you have to tell us what exactly are we going to do?
What can I say really? What can I say? It seems you're all drowned in the fear, in all of that. What exactly do you expect me to do?
It's not about the fear. No. It's not about the fear. It is about the point and the objectives that we want. When you look at this objective, like we discussed with Avande yesterday, he was like, you see, the timing might be wrong. We really needed to wait. So it doesn't make much sense to get it, to this level.
And on the second note, I'm just asking myself, why didn't the principal call for you and instead called for me? Couldn't he tell you?
No, possibly. When I met my mom, I think that is where the information passed, because she was also telling me to disband this project until further notice.
Mama we.
And I think it was the cause for the previous meeting at what we discussed it for detail.
Well, then what else are we left to do?
Me particularly, I don't want to engage in those things. If we are going to be toast like that, then we should simply give it up. To me, I see no meaningfulness continuing with this project when indeed we are simply fomenting trouble for ourselves. Now, if me, the way I understand the principle, when he says you make yourself relevant, he's telling you are turning yourself into an enemy. And once you are relevant, you are either in jail, in the grave, or you seek asylum elsewhere. That is what I understand. It has always been the same statement. I mean, used it, what they used it, make yourself relevant. It is a direct warning that you are putting your life at stake. You are looking at disorganizing yourself. And there is a very, very great reason we should think about why he called you, not you.
Exactly, that is what I'm also thinking about. Why not you? Why was it myself being called to come and tell you, and yet you're even closer to him than me? Why was I called? That is also my question I'm asking myself. Why was it me, not you? So it is, I mean,
It is a blank check. It is a blank check. Say something, brother.
Well, what can I say? It seems you people are going to abandon me, and I don't think it is correct for me to insist on, bringing you together, because at the root of it, even if you stayed around, you'd be here to spy on me. None of you is positioned to help me, to arrive with me. It seems you're all scared to the bone marrows. It seems even blood is boiling in your veins. So should we hear of Mr. Tamale Mirundi for this other abortion of our plan, for killing our progress, for shattering and burying our dreams? So should we say, here, Mr. Tamale Mirundi, is it what you're insinuating right now? Because when I look at your faces, it is like each of you has given up on me. I'm really very sorry on my side, and I'm talking actually on my side. From the one when we launched this, I think the agenda was very speedy. We tended to be very, very fast without regarding the current situation. Like we normally discussed that we needed a political platform, and we cannot form a unique one except first of all stabilizing the current platform on which the regime resides. So I think there could be some challenges, but they shouldn't destroy us to the zenith.
You Professor.
We shouldn't get divided. And above all, if such a blasters come up, I think it is not that we are losing touch with everything, but I think it is only telling us to relax the project until further notice. You cannot really condemn us for taking a step which comes from the orders of the principal, obviously, to secure ourselves. And secondly, by calling honorable rather than you, yet is sending honorable to you, is that is saying there is no biological attachment. There is no blood attachment with him, so this one can be a good messenger. Now, for you in the bloodline, I think you have survival measures that really can hamper you and keep you secure than anyone else. So that gesture is simply telling us that you are outsiders. You are outsiders. The project you're running, if it is going to hurt, it is going to hurt you most. And the person you're working for is going to be secure because it's in the bloodline. To me, that is how I understand, and it is what I perceive of the situation and the way things appear. Exactly, I think I've said it clearly very well. So this is what we are, and this is what we have. Please, my brother, what I'm begging you, I cannot say it all that was taught to me because some may seem very irrelevant, but he really taught me so much, and I have to respect it. I'm still surviving on his food stamps. I'm still surviving on his mercy. If he ever leaves me, I know where I came from. I don't want the same insults that Tamale Mirundi has always been throwing into my face to come back as a new reality. So please, I'm begging you. I'm signing out this project, and I'm not going to be part of it anymore until further notice. Not with the bad intent, but for the safety of us, for the safety of you. You need a happy marriage. We are faced with the challenges. The court has been moving on. I don't know what really has been happening in there.
we are in a very, very tough scenario. Much as we need to negotiate very fast to have political power, we still need political relevance in this regime. Otherwise, if it outcasts us, we have no survival ways. For you, you can survive because you're already attached to the center. For us, we are always clinging onto the center. So they're just doing a favor to us. For you, you are simply, it is your privilege. So that is what we should really understand, and you're going to forgive us for that. Personally, I'm going to sign out. I don't want to be part of this project anymore. And there is something else that we can keep doing. Please, I'm very sorry. I have to sign out.
No, that is your choice. I cannot tell you that I'm the Alpha and Omega. I'm not the determinant of your decisions. I'm not the maker. I'm not the destroyer. Everybody comes by free will and goes away by free will. Personally, I retain my ambition and I know I'm not going to work alone. If I'm losing you, you're very hard to replace that, I tell you, but I will try. So, I just ask for your forgiveness for the time that you have really spared with me. We are not separating friendship. We are going to deal on all of the other fronts. But if it comes to political engineering, I think it is a turnabout. Or it is an about turn. So, let us reorganize ourselves for something else. I'm not going to force you to work on this. So, that is it. Chairman, what is your take?
Oh, really, for me, I think I'm doing it the same. Because when you look at what we really have and what we should have to go through, it is like, it was a warning shot to us. And it is exempting you. Like I said earlier, for us, we are here by favor, for you are there by privilege. So we are simply struggling to get to somewhere, for you already somewhere. And they're well protected and hampered by blood. So, for us, we are water versus blood. Normally, blood is thicker than water. So, I don't want to make us imagine that we are losing a friendship. We are just losing a project. The abortion has been effected, and come rain, come shine, it all is rooted from Tamale Mirundi, because according to your explanation, it is like Tamale Mirundi has it all. If it's to blame for the abortion of this project, then that should be Tamale. To me, that is what I think. Don't just think that. I'm telling you particularly that I have had exactly what His Excellency has said. The program you recorded from Saturday, I have listened to it very carefully. I listened to STV, something like that. And I really watched it all. I watched it, I listened to him very clearly. Whatever he said is exactly what His Excellency was telling me. It simply means he served several clips because he was saying, I'm listening and I'm recording you and I'll play them back. It seems he has delivered everything to His Excellency. And His Excellency is fully aware. Whatever information he was telling me, it was exactly what came in. If Tamale Mirundi had not talked about it, I would simply believe that one of us was betraying each other. We were betraying ourselves. But now, that is where we are. I don't want to continue in this. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
I beg to leave immediately.
No, that is okay. Well, we have several other tasks to work on.
Okay.
I would advise, like our founder said yesterday, let us give it a grace period of about 6 months. We suspend it and put it in abeyance. We study the situation and then we give it 6 months. I'm very sure you're going to remain minister. That shouldn't scare you at all. You are going to be a minister. Then I'm going to find for your job. Keep the mobilization silent in a strategy that says be present but remain invisible. That is going to help. I hope we can agree on that.
Well, to me, I have no problem with that if reality materializes. But yes, that time is a necessity. We have to take it up. Well, to me, it will still remain in the balance. I'm going to keep checking left to right, up, down, and center to see if the conditions are really, after we have seen what transpires in this term, which is beginning a day after tomorrow, then it is very okay. We're going to look at it all. So let us simply wait and we view how everything, unfolds. That is the most important thing that we need. Otherwise, I don't want us to give any energy to this project, but we can remain very observant. We can remain very keen to certain situations, circumstances, and events, and then we can base on that to see what comes next. Rather, I don't want to be very active in any way. Anyway, I hope that is okay. So I wouldn't like to hold you longer in this place, but I believe we understand each other and we know exactly what we want. So we are in this together. I agree. I also succumb to the pressure, and then let us see how we can handle it from there. Really, I know it is a taxing situation. It is a taxing situation. Uncle Sam, first of all, refused to help us. Professors refused to help us. Everybody has refused to help us. And currently, we are also departing from the project. But to remain in contact, we still have a case to answer together. We need the support of each other. We share the same problems, we share the same dreams, we share the same pride, we share the same fire and brainstorm. So let us move together, please. Let us do not abandon me, do not dump me.
Right, ekibina cha yabusemu.
Babadde omanyi bo bagamba nti gavumenti egudde.
Kati ate bakkiriza nti gavumenti we.
Baga nti Museveni tasobola kumala ku myaka egyo ne Bashir teyagimalaako okulayira si kikulu. Kati bali bagamba to prevent a political vacuum. Boko bakolewo a parallel government in waiting. Kakati baguze ennyumba ne bagiteeka eri waterproof, eri sound proof, eri voice proof.
Waterproof kitegeeza ki?
Bw'oboogera towulira. Baleese abakugu Abayisirayiri nneme kubayingira naye abasajja bagamba nti oyo ayina mayembe.
Amayembe gote gati
yatubega. Omukuffe yatubega. Bati bakkiriza nti ono technology. Abantu bangi bali tebakkiriza nti ono technology waali. That's why mbakwatidde ebbanga ddene.
Naye kati obamaze.
Kakati akkiriza nti omusango akuwukani gyeguli. Ffenna gutusibye ffenna wamu.
Sitegera kwa organize tulina omusango we have a case to answer. Tuwamu tetweri amulwe.
Kakati ate bw'baagala kuttanze.
Kandi kati rutika.
Ate nga mbamanyi nti nabategeera nti omuserikale wange omu bamugamba nti alitayalize.
Anti webagala okuttira.
Baleeta omulala bambalule. Bakifuna.
Webagala okuttira. Fellowship ogiuzizza. Abasajja batusse ogamba nti owaye. Kati bituuse.
Lwaki bawamba gavumenti?
Ebalemi kati.
Lwaki bagiwamba?
Kati ebalemi.
Zibanwanyisa.
Bango oliaga nti
okuva mu State House.
Yonna president byabagambye nga gwobimuwa. Gwobi.
Miso.
Kati fellowship ojabiza. Bango oli atuse okumugamba nti wajjo oyagala.
Akoze meeting endala. Yatudde ne chairman ate ne bakola endala. Balina empya gye batudde ne bagati tuyinza kita.
Bakyalemedde.
Atutegedde oleda ate tukita tutya. Tulemere ku kigenda
ku yabategedde n'abagamba mwetereze
ati nkugambye
chairman yagambye
baddemu ne batuula
enjogera mwetereze
chairman yakomyewo ne bamuwane ssente n'amusuubiza omulimu mwavu nnyo
project gye bakolako gye baagala okwabalodi
bo baga nti ekintu kya Museveni kiyiise. They are going to have a political vacuum. Kati that political vacuum ono yayina ogifiiringa.
Ono gwaga nti yayina blood relation.
Yewa blood relationship.
Bo bali abalala bali ku favor.
Yabagamba mutiira bwerere. Bwetute kino kigenda kuyiika nze amuyani nsaida. Bwekiyiika nga fesife tukiyolawo kigenda kuyolebwako omuntu omulala tubonebone. Bye biri mu parliament byaba Nankabiro ebibakubya kadaaga. Nankabiro bamuwa millions of dollars, billion 5. Go and attack.
Billion 5 za dola.
Billion 5 za Uganda Nankabiro. Go and attack Kadaga Beya nako mukube Nankabiro wano.
Kakati nga nede tumukuba.
Oyo n'agamba I prefer to work with the northerners. We can only use Baganda no business. Akakasajja kagambi nti Abaganda kundu mutukozesa nkozesa akintu yipusi. How can I support you with that agenda when I'm part of Muganda? How can a small clique of criminals sit down to replace Museveni's government? Ubanga baba funana kutabana kubatwala bwero kubatunda mu organize. If one of these people takes power,
anti atwala
to full daily farm,
atwala power about to take power.
Yes, anti batu tabusi kati batu subula batu twala butwaze kutuyola. I cannot accept this. Titumutwali sente tumukolechi. No. You have tried. I survived the poison 5 times in the State House. Omanyi abana abo babinyo wano chobala zikiza mushiriki olumu try to genda London ne badya kamera ne baziteeka mu enjaka batukwatireyo kamera zino still cameras nezo gundi video cameras
ezigenda okwata omukulu
tugenda London bwe tutuuka ku airport
yawa
wano Entebbe tugenda okuyingira ne batukubira essimu. There is a function at State House. Cover that function. Tell us the story and the photos.
About again in London.
Nemuda Marokola one. Ate about State House sibe bakwate enjaka. Nimbaga look here logically. If those boys actually were taking marijuana abroad and they knew that your machines are effective, bali zebatia bayingire mu State House n'ebyuma ebirimu enjaka ekitegeeza enjaka was planted. 2, we have a pool tewali ayina kamera nti eno yono
muzijjo wali
singa sabayamba omanyi nti tiimu baali gikwatiddeyo ebweru ntukukusenjaga abaana abo babi. Allow any of them to take a power.
Bali bagala kuswaza president.
Bakukwata nze
kadi gobali kutenga press secretary nti go atumia bani
jaga
mwaba danga tumuzigati
wali olunaku lumu bayita president yayita ba traditional leaders owa Buganda as usual teyajja. President n'agamba nti this one and this one must appear prominently. Museveni is a humble man. Yayita photographer Kato namugamba nti ekifaananyi otukutte nakabera ne mu kamera nga mwekiri nakimulagako
president gachiraba ngagala kifaananyi nani
ate nkugambye nti yayita ba traditional leaders n'abaga nti you must ensure kyononono mwebali. Kato nakuba ebifaananyi nga bisatu Museveni mugaleeta kamera yo nakebera nga ekifaananyi mwekiri. Sawa 12 Museveni rings me. What happened to my photo?
Mbona bilizadi ezo kumacha babuti
bakituteyo
ezo kumacha babuti
nga nakalema yakubidde ka bushenge simu president byagamba ba featuring prominent nga baba jemu
nakalema yali awulira
kawagati president atuita sijui na umenyevu nnyo. I tried to explain professionally. You see, normally when you send a photo to a newspaper, they have what we call cropping. They can reduce its size depending on the space they have. Kosobola kubira abamawuli esimu n'obagamba tindina story bwet ne bagamba kuba ya paragraph bwezit is the only space we are remaining with. So then nawuliriza nabuuza Kato, is that what happened? Did you send the photo there? Nga bali beeganye tebaneki naye kakali marifa yeta kula mungu
baveko kati Katona agamba atya ekifaananyi hitwa
Musiru Katona agamba I don't remember kakati
ngatajjukira wedde
ekifaananyi nangamba Mr. Mirundi, I always listen to you, I respect what you say, but you don't know what is eating you. Nga kyategeeza nti these people you are defending bali part of the scheme. How could this man say that he does not
remember a camera person ngatajjukira kifaananyi
naye naye bamugoba
ngatajjukira
Kato yagenda ewaabwe ye Nakaseke abalunzi b'ente ne bazitandizirya kasooli we mungi n'azigoba bamukuba emiggo bakuba kate emiggo nembaga let me tell you, these people, there are no people who can beat up a chief photographer of the president.
bali bamanyi
kukyalo
ngama indi mukube bifani
bamukube migo katondo bamutte kati bwentunuulya akatonga bajja muttira wano ne muwali commandation agende ku British High Commission bamuwe visa adduke cause nga media yateekayo da directive any state house staff must be cleared by the PPS ne bamukubira essimu. There is a person here from State House has been recommended by the spokesperson of the president contrary to traditional rules. Amelia Nambira Nemugamba, I did it in a good faith. I want this man to live with this.
I'm going to feel one.
I'm going to mutira wanira yaduka.
Amelia nakizaganya nawe.
Yaduka. President, bali bamugobi president amukomyawo. Nalongo mama we. Yafumbiranga president yemmere munsi. Oyo mwana yali driver wa gundi. Yali driver wa Onapito, musanga driver wa Onapito.
Oyo yafuka photographer oluvanyuma.
Nenga mukubi wa bifaananyi mulungi nnyo. Bano bejiwa kali. Si professional si kinenga omanya abantu abatasoma nnyo bagula spaying ebintu. Omuntu atasoma azanjira ku simu gwe n'ogyewuunya.
Kituufu.
Ayakikulaminga bukulaminzi. Kati katukoze very good photographer. Technology eyo nanga ye akulaminga mukulaminga. President namuga nti akomewo. Kagati katogwa akomawo. Nagamba maisani yako.
Avune eyanda nije.
Eleta kali ya president yagula ne bagano mbasasula. They are not fully paid. Nina longo mama wabwe nafa mysteriously. Kuba president yali amuwagala nnyo ngaji. Nagayo kati mutabani wanga akomewo. Naye katoba amukube emigo nga akutte kamera. Eyo anafanya nini? Wewe mwendesha wa gari. Ndisaba bulidde nti omuvuzi w'emmotoka yafuuse bamukuba kiboko. Nze singa sina shiriki. Nze nesika shiriki. Ndi muntu wa shiriki. Omuzukulu tapa ku magabeka ga jajja iwe nanga tebagamba jajja wazaala nyoko bakitaawo. Bali bennyini. Bali abakamba. Aba abaana bwe batamveeko ngenda bakola ebintu ebyo. Nja kuyingizako omutule.
Kyawedde.
Ekyokubiri njagera oyo ow'amaanyi ng'ali mu nnyonyi mukuba ebigo mwenda nga bwe yeenyaga. Munyonyi n'abazungu. Wasuka bwaddawo. Wasuka bwaddawo bamuggyereko ku kisaawe ekiddako. Amutendindiri bamukepe bovo doing this.
Tamale ekyo kituukako lwaki obusungu obujjawa.
Yes.
Obwenkaliddeawo.
Abaana bamwenyabonyeza emyaka 7.
Nendawo bamwenyabonyeza.
You see,
you've revenged.
They are very arrogant. Very arrogant fellows. Baga bamuwe sente bakoleki. Basigale nga bakola basuule Museveni. Ebyuma bituguze Museveni yamuwe ebifu. How can a relative of the president tell me nti ebyuma bituguze ng'oli omuwa bifu? Because you are panicking. Mubbi buli kamu. Obye nyama, obye amata, obye nyanja, obye buli kantu konna kakati bikabirira. Ebintu bimukabirira singa kubira akatambi ke bayogedde ku muhozi tibwe bamuplanting special forces bagiteekamu abantu ne batulugunya abantu bamukyawo era oyo musanyufu nnyo yagamba oli ali indicted yetali indicted ti okujjako nga kize bayipolokese nti ndi member wa family kati mukoddomi omuplaningiramu oti abantu. The boy is very dangerous, very dangerous. Museveni mansando yizimuko. Otherwise abantu bajja tuyinza mukkiriza kutufuga.
Ebizibu President Museveni byakoze
byonna biva mu family ye.
Byonna President Museveni byasobodde okusolovinga n'oku ekyo kizo mulema.
He must anti kati abatumidde yagobye bano naye nkugambye nti onaye mutani wa Kajiji yadduse mutani wa Kajiji yakaaba gwe yayise n'afuka mu mpale tumubaze yafuse mu mpale yo yagikumira oyo gwe yayise ye yadduse naye meeting endala yatudde okumanya Museveni ali mu kizibu yakoze listi y'abantu abali corrupt bayagala omuntu omwakwate batumyeyo omuntu ne batula mu sipiiki ekiro namulaga listi y'abantu nenkyogera temwatudde mu sipiiki ekirawo nembalabanga mu exchange nga listi eyo atenga ono muntu wa Museveni ye senior man mu special forces bwe namukubye nti mwatudde ekiro essimu kadi yagijjeemu n'atema kabashamba yadduse ate ebyuma byange kasojja mu simu kadi negyotaddemu eripotinga nti muganda wange avuddewo nze nzizeewo
Ushiriki.
Byuma. Kakata manyi bakiririganya. Meeting eno gye babaddemu ate eggulu. Gye babaddemu eggulu bagambye nzinedda how to ngekiri tabakivuddeeko Museveni kyabakanze bagambye katukozese bupapula n'obupapula mbukwata babukozesaako
bewandikira papula
nga bewandikira papula nabo babuwandikako nembukwata
bewandikira papula nga
teboogera
abakuwangudde
atina bukwatako
nabukwata otya
bakikolako ne bagula ne bugundi buno bukyusa amaloboozi
anti obwogera naye akapapula bwempandika akapapula toloka wano
akapapula nabukwatako babukozesaako nabo nembukwatako but it doesn't don't you see that they are tebasobola kyabanoninga
anti kakati ndoza
agambi yes omusajja agambi timumusobola okugenda I understand you are not easy to replace recruit others
bino byogera abakuwulira bulembagiza ku mukama wa President Museveni nti gwe babanga bino byo nobimanyi nobiweereza mukama wa President Museveni nga abasajja bano buli olucha beyongera kukyusa
naye Museveni enkolaye Museveni decision zetu zisobola
anti naye aluddewo ku kino ekya
anti nkugambye oyo tadduse ng'ajugumira yafuse mu mpale ono n'amuga nti ayashuwayo ku lisiti kwoli n'amuga nti kakati nze musajja bwangoba mirundi yange eye njagala okubuulira tumwebaze Museveni n'amujja mu kabineti newaabwe talinnyayo bamukyawanya abajoze nnyo tumwebaze tasobola kuyita mukamwenge
then kakati Tamale oli bwagamba bwakwa assurance nze bamanya nti Dr. Soradan Chai nowaberanga nti atofaayo ne ku program tajja
ekyokubiri
yabafuga wano Dr. Soradan yabakyayinza wano ayagala mve mu radio nga walwaja
anybody who is involved in this organic case even if they are acquitted you find the International Penal Court blacklisting you for extracting organs. You cannot rule a country, you cannot be in government. Checho kubya kadaga nankabirwa namubulirirawo nti balanga kibawandika abantu okulinana ewa minister nankabirwa baba na bebawandikira okulinana ewa minister nankabirwa je bali
bagana ne bakomawo
baliwa
manyi antirange
ajja kuduka ekyo bakatajja kubeerayo nze mbasirikira busirikirizi waliwo omuntu yatwala abaana 10 bina namalo batundayo ne company nakigalawo nakola
naye bazadde babaana bano baliwo Tamale
aba refugees abasinga obungi kakati kankubuuza aba abaana balajana ebweru bamentioningako company mwe baava. Don't you remember that in Nakalema used to raid companies ezalebe ezali zaabwe ukijukira ekyo waliwo omusajja kulabonyabonyanga ennyo nga yesi waabwe nga Nakalema raiding amakampuni
ezabana tebazogera
abagundi oyo kajiji najjako amakampuni agamulayisisi omanye nti Hajati Mukwaya ne Bigirimani bali regulations ebintu bino mu government babakobamu mutano wakajiji natuulirawo ddala mutano wakajiji omanyibulirwa aba omutamiivu yefukidde tava mu kirabo
naye Tamale kati ekyo sikikiriziganye naawe olw'ensonga
najjako
president yakyusa kabineti ye toyinza gamba nti oli ye yagisaawo
bafuumulamu
nze sirowooza nga kajiji
era bagwankosaamu naye bwe yadduse professor n'abaddukako they have explained to this man suspend your activities. That's what I'm telling him. But for him, he has fears. Nti government yegenda kugwa. Ayino giteka kafecha ina kusalira musefulia. So if you
government yegenda okugwa.
Eno yija agamba. Yes,
I convinced it again.
Yes. There must be there are going to be a political vacuum. If we don't grab it and feel it, another person will grab it.
Why is he convinced?
The government nti wa munju balina sente ntono okukola ekizimbe muzeeyi ajja ngambe mulagirire gyekiri bakifuule museum
amala bigamba mutwali
alina bagamba olunaku olumu tinja bagera we bali mugambe nti bali wanayingirewo mukoleki wano olaba emisinde chairman wadduka chairman meeting endala yagibaddemu
yayavudde mwenu
bweyavudde mwenu endala chairman yagibaddemu ne bamusuubiza omulimu ne bamuwa sente.
Tamale tuli kuki kugamba eggwanga tulabeka nga tuli kubona abaana bokka simanya abavubuka abo basajja
batabanye eggwanga nabagamba nti all of the problems originate from the Paris. Nembaga let me tell you Kenya teweranga kasooli waffe is a feud between two family members. Nti omu yanda mayininga business ya matanono na kasoli. Let us be specific. Kasoli gwe bayonona wani.
Bamaze na tukirizo kumutwa.
Anti. Kenya egule kwani. This is a family feud.
Obusuuzi bwa kasoli bwa zeebo.
Okudira okugera. Nabagamba nti balimba nti wali plan binga besi yakolagana nabo. Nenga mu intention yawo kukozesa special forces ekuba abantu bayindayitinge mukozi.
Ejo ne bakituuka ko. Ekyo bakiyise.
Abakifunye.
Anti ngati ejo bakifunye ekyo kati.
Era basanyufu nnyo. Bagala nalinda yited. Kakati what type of group do we have? Nabaganda President Museveni onako katonda ya mukuma. Abana bebalikera kuma kyo musawo kuba bagambe nti kabatume omuntu Mombasa ajja kwata amajini. Agago. Bale pressing go muserikali.
Bayinza basobola okusucceeding okutawanya President Museveni gwe no balema.
Anti Ate Museveni ayina shiriki. Ate shiriki yema nyinto oli mukodomi wa Museveni oli muntu ekubebi gwo mwenda munyonyi. Echo tamale muntu ne galubindi ne ziwanda kale. Anonya nzitala.
Zikakusabe busabe. Chitukolere kigwe.
Kubanga ko mwenda mu goyagalo awunye kivundo bamufulumye kujja airport yedako ategere nti shiriki weri anonya nzitala
tamale
goyagalo mwenda
goyagalo kusula
bwasuka
tamale
bashiriki
goyagalo kusula kunyanyiza
nko kwata kaka batise kondo mwako nento yako
wabanga kijiza
Uganda wanko Sam
listen tamale
kanonyanko Sam temugenda
to fight tamale
kubanga elimu yawo
kusabekino kulaba na Uganda
mubakubere ko mwenda munyonyi
mukibanga kituwonya mukibanga kituwonya fabaga yanyage fabaga bigwanda tamale
galubindi ziwanda kale
gogero kuba ebigushimanya niwe kibanga kikiyamba bana Uganda mukuba ebigo tolinda na kulinda
shiriki
mukuba ebigo munyonyi
ko shiriki
amanyi gasatafa
nabaga nti eriye
mukuba ebigo
mwene rediyo
ekyo kigwe
nabaga nti eriye mindi bagita bishinde bitawanya eyine emitwe 10 bagifuwa mu taba nenjaga ne walaki ne bagifuwa bali bwerere ne bulinya omuntu lyayogera nga akuba kabina obona abana babonye
nedda
abana
bakubana batwala buli kali
abafuse mu mpale ba aja ko program za
nzendo
bebi ko mwenda
tamale
kalenzi ko bebi ko mwenda
ekibuzo kali lwache bigobete ko mwenda lwache bigobete
ko buddemu bunno
lwache bigobete ko kwera mwenda
ebiba mwenda
lwache mwenda
njenko Abaganda bakolera mu mwenda obote kumenya lyamanya Abaganda yadduka wano nga bagala muwamba namale wabwe na ku mwenda na kumona abakwata
ebigenda mwenda mu Buganda zitegezaaki
mwenda mu Buganda
anti zitegeza
fumutu balira bimala kwera
tamale yamba
president singenta amagwo bamu to kuchisenge ngenta amagwo bamu to kuchisenge ate namukwata ko najjo mutasana ebimukuba
obude kutuka ko tamale
yamba baga lubindi zo ne mukubana muteka kutoka ne mukubempale najijjamu
yamba mukama yamba president Museveni
ademo annonyo omulenzo
yamba president
Museveni ko mwenda
nedda bakiriza nti go batagaza yamba president Museveni
anti bagala kunzita
president Museveni bwabata sobola kwejja ko balenza
ajaba tumide
bajeyo
anti
bamujeyo
oli statement zabwe nti yabagambe be relevant owulidde bwe bakinyonyodde
bagati be relevant kitegeeza kuba relevant nga kitegeeza kuba relevant loosely bwe kityo kina kitegeeza
kubeera mu jairu
oba kwasairamu oba mukabuli nakyo bakyogedde nti okubeera relevant mu kubeera mu kabuli oba kubeera luzira oba kutoloka mu ggwanga
nze kamba muli
omusajja
gwe nasinze okutya yali tinyefunza yagala unoza ne Uganda emyezi 6 nakuba baminisita bomala atubo kiboka empitirivu venyo ngali kubalukono yasenya manyo nabagamba nti bano babadde bagenda kuwamba ennyonyi tebagina sina mpingu kakati pilot bali muwambye bila gundi terrorists tinyefunza amekansa netule gulu ne bamuyita janyonyi lolo nabaganda mulwadde ne bamutumira bali kalege mukwano gwe nti agambye amekansa etudde yangoji briefing yajja n'emmotoka ze n'asalamudinga kanso mwe yali etudde. Museveni n'amutunuulira bw'ati tinyefunza bwe yabanga adda ewaabwe nga helikopita ewovalinga ova konvoyi ye tinyefunza ati easy peak enyama yagigulanga Nateete ng'asula Kyengera ne basindika emmotoka y'epaka Kyengera tugireko akasajja tinyefunza tewamulabanga awanisa empingu ekyuma bwe kiba kigaya amayinja osibira ku bulo.
So olwokubanga ekyo
omusajja bw'agaaya akataasa k'ennumba omuleetera eddebe y'enseenene omusajja n'asimba amannyo mu mabaati nga bw'agakuulamu emisumaali n'omugamba nti ekikajjo kigenda mulema temuli bakkiriza. Nze ndamala ne Museveni emyaka 10 nabaga ndi Museveni ayina ebintu ebyo. Museveni detects enemies from far. Bagendayo ne bamugamba nti Mirundi awagira Bobi Wine. He has crossed the red line. Yabaga Mirundi temumanyi. I know what he is doing. Mirundi cannot support Bobi Wine. I was inflating Bobi Wine. Nembaga nti Bobi Wine muleka atambule. He is a leading council. Buli omulaba wasikudde enfuufu mutume w'abantu mumanyi problemu eriwo mu kisolving. He is helping you. President oyo umutegerera
bali bagala president yakushawe bayise bagala Bobi Wine
ambo ampite ne bagala bajambia ne bagenda naga atemyane nti ayina CD ayina buli kintu muleka muyiro omuntu njamu bakwatirako ne bwo bafumula daluli na jambia sakati omuholo sikuyina wano nina kana akabaga akajambia okawagaza musulu na kisula okalina bibi na kisolo wikaliwona
otambula nako
akaholo
otambula nako
otiaka achi hago lwacho okati
esawe ndi mutambale
so this is the situation. Museveni's problem is known. Once a family expands, a leader cannot hold the power. Saddam Hussein was a very good man. Whenever just for fidget batendekera mu 80s. Once the family expanded.
Kamaro kujibira ngobere mukuba tuliza ali joli.
Tolo batina Liberia. Once the family expanded.